Okay, welcome back, YouTube. We're gonna pick up pretty much from where we left off at the end of last video, in this fresh start on Against the Storm, uh, in the Keepers of the Storm expansion pack. What I just figured out between episodes is there's actually still more tutorials, so we could go and sort of try to skip tutorials, or I can do the tutorials to clear them out of the way so they stop bugging me on the side here, which is what I'm gonna go ahead and do. So the next one is about hostility in trade. I did comment a little bit in the last video on how hostility worked, but this is obviously the tutorial for hostility, because obviously on the last one we didn't really have a hostility problem. So each hostility sort of slowly pisses off all your workers, and it's generated by various things, like how long you've spent on the map, how many glades you've opened, how many villagers you have, how many of those villagers are currently assigned to being woodcutters. Hearths reduce it, and the queen's current impatience also reduces it. As your people are more scared of the queen than they are potentially of the hazards of the forest. And when you're in Drizzle, you get the bonuses. When you're in the Storm, you get the malices. Additional malices might activate given specific hazard levels, so that's one reason to try to keep our hostility level, given particular hostility levels, right? So that's one reason to try to keep hostility low. Okay, so it's gonna force me to take Brickyard. There's gonna be a choice between Herb Garden and Herbalist Camp. I'd probably want Herb Garden here. And Smokehouse versus Clothier. I don't have a good source of fabric yet, which is what I would want to do cloth. And I can see they've actually made coats more expensive from what I'm used to. I'm used to coats just costing fabric. Now they cost fabric or leather plus resin or dye to dye them with, so the coats are a lot more expensive than I remember them being. And they've changed the art in Brickyard, okay. And we get our guys chopping into the forest ASAP. We get our first order. First order is to collect berries. Okay. Good thing we have a berry bush to harvest from.
Yeah.
Giving us a cornerstone. I really do like, assuming I can get the buildings to make it work, the grain, basically food supply lines are really nice, because just having a background source of food is always nice. This is a mission about trading, so I'm assuming we're going to have to start trading at some point. Maybe we're going to have to set up that trade post. But let's still prioritize, you know, housing everyone first. Okay, so that's a place where we can set up the farm building we have. Do I want to set it up right away? Yeah, pretty much. nice enough because it's a tutorial to give us some tools right off the bat. And it's immediately telling us the next thing we should do is build a trade post. Can we squeeze it in there? Yes. That might be a problem. Might be a problem, but we're gonna run with it. Lose on the third tutorial mission, I'll be chuckling to myself. So what ended up happening there is we found in this glade a stag. When you find a stag, it will run off to one of the nearby unexplored glades and basically challenge you to come cut your way into that glade quickly enough to get a bonus. In this case, it's run away into a large glade. So we might not have the cutting speed to cut into it, but we'll find out. In a minute and a half, basically 2 minutes, we'll have that guy show up, which we can then sell stuff to. Clear this mission, which is sell 10 value worth of goods. I think we're not going to be quite fast enough, or are we going to be fast enough? We are fast enough. So because we've caught the golden treasure stag, we get a choice of 2 different types of treasure. Cursed treasure. We'll take all the treasure, but the forest will curse your riches for robbing one of its ancient spirits, or release it and get a gift of gratitude. Let's, and then when the timer runs out, he runs away. Okay, let's go with release, because I don't want to curse right now. +1 global resolve, and a bunch of amber. Okay. Normally I'd like to go for the Totem of Denial here. Well, that would require us being able to do the ritual, which, because we ran in here really quickly, we can't do. Which would be that's the only problem, right? We don't have any of these goods hanging around. Could probably try to wait out the storm and see if we do get the stuff to do the ritual. I could break this open and use the broken up one to do before ritual. Okay. And a monastery here. I want to repair the monastery at some point. So I've decided I'm going to do that repair, right? So to do that, I need to get 10 scrolls, which we'll get from breaking open the supply cache, instead of going for the send it all option. Hello. Our first merchant to show up is Zog. Hello, Zog. Haven't found any fish ponds, so we don't want to do that. Unless could do plantation. We already got a farm choice. I don't really care about my farmers carrying more stuff. Instead, I'm going to buy all the tools off the Zog. Zog, give me early tools. That clears... mission? Oh, I should have grabbed this before. Oh, I did Zog, but too late. Next it wants me to do rain collection and produce drizzle water. Okay. No, and the rain collection is going to be... Nope. Not given a cellar. Where's my rain collector? I'll do it over here. Okay. Build me a rain collector. Anything else I want to buy off of Zog while he's here? No, not really. I could sell the ancient tablets, but we might need those later, so I'm not going to sell the ancient tablets right away. We're going to produce that drizzle water. Hopefully produce enough before the drizzle ends. Otherwise I'll have to wait a whole nother year to go around to do it. Actually, on that concept, let's try to make sure that isn't the case by assigning another worker to it. Speed it up. So it's going to come down to... No, either way it's going to fail. So I'm going to have to go around another year. I'm going to have to go. Regardless of whether I want to or not. I'm going to deal with that problem in time? Yes, you are going to deal with that problem in time. Good to know. Oh, somehow they still made it in time. Okay. Well, if they made it, they made it. Happy Meal. Produce porridge. And produce pickled goods. Okay, so if I build you, you'll make porridge. If I build you, you'll make the goods. Obviously, to make you work, I need to assign fuel here. We'll obviously need to get some of the basic resources in so that you have the supplies we need to make these. Actually, you'll be moving over there. Okay, next trader is in.
Bye.
Should give me more tools. I think I got enough tools for the moment. Could buy the bricks to get things going. Really, I think I just need more people and I need to break into more glades. Don't think there's anything that she can give me right now that I'm really on the lookout for. 3 food per minute is always good. Both of these are 5 people, so it comes down to which type of people do I want, or what bonuses do I want. I think I'm gonna go with this one.
Hataro.
Howdy.
Bida. Si.
Yo.
I think this is going to be the first map where we actually get into the first level of hostility. Right there we are. So that makes everyone a little less happy. In this case, also all the negative effects from the storm effects, I believe, are multiplied by the hostility level. Always a thing to remember. Which means I will need to have someone on the view collector to make this work. Don't need it right away because we gathered stuff earlier, but we will need someone on it eventually. So let's assign someone, or forget about it. You're done, that's good to see. Okay, because at this point in the tutorial, this tutorial mission is saying, here, have some house options. We'll have to see if the merchant has any containers. I forgot about the need, well, yeah, I forgot about the need for a container for the pickled goods. Which is a production method I don't currently... Oh, well, I could get it from the smokehouse. I'll have to try getting it from the smokehouse then if the merchant doesn't show up with some. Zorg has arrived. Zorg will sell me pickled goods, but won't sell many things that can put pickled goods in. Okay. Well, Zorg. Sorry, Zorg. I'm not super interested in what you're selling right now. I think I'm most interested in would be the bricks. Would I trade for the bricks? Well, I could get 10 amber worth of bricks. So it will be enough to fix the monastery over here. We get our next cornerstone. Gain 40 meat, 40 grain for each completed glade event. Nah, we're gonna go rich glades. If we're breaking into glades, we're probably not breaking into dangerous ones on the tutorial. So there is a convenient one right there. But yeah, we're usually not breaking into the dangerous ones. Newcomers waiting. Oops. Ran the mouse off the screen. Didn't click when it was off the screen because it wasn't where I wanted it, but I had clicked. That could have been a problem. Okay, so we got some pickled goods going. We got porridge going. We got houses. We're about to have the monastery done. Repaired. There's the monastery.
Ay,
Might be a little overkill to be running that monastery so early, but it'll be fine. So we're getting a bunch of reputation from happy people, which is always nice to see. We completed that order. Next one is make wine. That is not the building that makes wine, my friend. Make 30 wine. Okay. Well, we'll probably still want to build that carpenter. Oh, I see what it's probably trying to have us do. It's probably having us try to export wine. So what I'm telling it to do is no longer make planks at the Great Workstation because it's 8 planks to 3, or 8 logs to 3 planks. Said I can do 5 to 3 at the carpenter. So the carpenter is better in every way. It's even faster. He does it more frequently. Okay, we got another merchant in. Again, don't necessarily need to engage with the merchant, which is a bit weird for a tutorial based on trade, but provisions are what we'll need to do actual trade. So we'll take a provision line. That would be nice. Surviving requires sacrifice. So it wants us to sacrifice 50 wood at the ancient hearth, which shouldn't be that hard to do. Don't have a good reason to do it, but that's not hard not that hard to do. It just doesn't make much sense to do right now.
Blablas.
Yep, not really just engaging anything you've got.
Yeah.
Okay, well we'll start the wood sacrifice just to clear the quest. And yeah, if anything that quest tells you is how quickly, if you're really burning the wick, how quickly you can burn through wood. The next one. Sell luxury packs of goods. Who'da guessed? And buy perks or blueprints. Okay, the right one of those two is the harder of the two. But yeah, I can turn luxury goods back on. We can say make 15 goods. Okay. Do I need more people? No. I'm gonna take more people. Yes. Was that a smart thing to do? Probably not. So I really like the Guild House because it gives you global resolve for every 75 amber worth of stuff you've exported. And if you're really trying to swing it, you can get pretty heavy on the exporting. No deposits near the Herbalist camp. Do I have a place that has deposits you can use? No. Okay, so you're getting destroyed. Said we're gonna replace you with a farm.
Yeah.
To be fair, the directionality on the houses these days don't matter. And one of the older patches it used to matter, because they'd actually try to walk to their house, in which case they were walking effectively to the old front door. Oh, I should probably turn luxury off, so that we actually start stockpiling the wine I'm making. So I can turn it into luxury goods. Or into luxury trade goods. Or we can just win the mission, that'll work too. Disregard the fact that we haven't done 4 of the orders. We'll be done anyway, because the tutorial is maybe a little easy. It's not actually forcing me to engage in the tutorial, there's ways to get around it too easily. Oh, I didn't even complete that mission. Oh well, oh well. So there we go, so that's the 3rd tutorial, one of the optional tutorials. Based on the time, that looks like that took me about 30 minutes. Oh, and I have to get to level 6 in the Smoldering City to unlock the last tutorial, so I think this is where I will go ahead and put a cut as far as YouTube, so this will be the 3rd tutorial. If you've been enjoying this and want to see more, I will go ahead and post another video, because I'm going to keep recording today, but this is where I'm going to put a cut for the YouTube, so if you're enjoying it, feel free to hop on tomorrow when the next one goes up on YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitch, I'm going to keep playing. I will take a short break between the YouTube parts, so hang around. And if you're watching on Twitch, well, I suppose if you're watching on Twitch, there'll be the VOD up for 7 days. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to see future parts, I'm going to try to keep it below 6 parts in this recording session, so they should all still be up on Twitch if you want to watch it on Twitch. The VODs hang around for 7 days on Twitch, as I'm streaming on Twitch. So either way, I hope you've all been enjoying it, and if you've been enjoying it, catch the future parts, and feel free to leave comments. I'll be right back.